Ausa, district Latur in Maharashtra state, is organized an international e-conference. It's a daily webinar series. For today's session on the dais is Honorable Ambreen Nadeem ma'am. So first of all, I heartily welcome to you, madam, for the dais. I welcome the chief organizer of the series, our ideal principal, Dr. M. Bedkar sir. I also welcome all those dear attendees. The topic for today's presentation is how to take charge of your destiny. Now this topic is going to present today's keynote speaker, Honorable Ambreen ma'am. She is joined from Saudi Arabia. So with this brief introduction, now I request you, madam, please start your presentation on the topic, how to take charge of your destiny. You are most welcome and kindly request you give some brief introduction from your side and then start. Thank you. Welcome, ma'am, please.
All right. Thank you so much, Prashant, for the introduction, and Dr. Bedkar for inviting me to speak to this great event which you have created and giving me the opportunity to speak on this very critical topic. So as Prashant asked me to actually give a little bit of introduction about myself, so let me give a very brief introduction. I wouldn't take too much time to introduce myself. So as already Prashant said, that my name is Ambreen Nadeem, and I'm a psychologist, and I'm a best-selling author of the book called The Algorithm of Life, and I'm a podcast host of Psychology Talks, which is almost like achieved one of the best ranks in several countries, like, within like less than, and almost in it is seen as among top 5 podcast in like Middle Eastern countries and in Netherlands and in Peru. So like in across the globe, there are several countries which it ranked among top 5 podcasts. And I'm by profession, I am a marketing research consultant. So like I do conduct a lot of marketing research projects for multinational companies to understand consumer psychology. But my main passion is mental health and psychology. And that's why I really love to impart my knowledge with the people and through counseling, through blogs, and through these podcasts and live session a lot, to give them advice, to give them ideas that how they can actually enhance their mental health, how they can enhance their psychological well-being, so they can perform better in all areas of life. And then this particular topic I chose because this is very close to my heart. So first of all, let me just tell you that what is destiny and why I chose this. I'll tell you. Destiny, as you know, that in by definition, it means that, there are certain events that is going to happen in your life, right? This is when you say that, okay, it is destined to happen. That means it was written that it's going to happen in the same way. And it is, if you are lucky, that means you have the destiny that you were lucky to have all these abundance in life because the divine or God has given you abundance because it was written in your destiny, right? So if you are lucky, that's very good that you have all the abundance, you have all the happiness, and you do whatever you do, you get success. But what if that you don't have a very good destiny, right? Which is like you don't have a fate, and you constantly meeting failures. It's just because you don't have a destiny, right? So how to change that destiny? Do we even have the power to change the destiny or not? So what I tell you that, because from the beginning, like, my dad and my uncle and my grandfathers, they were into palmistry. And I used to read palm and I used to predict future for the people. And that's why this particular topic was very much interested. Got interested in the topic because from the very beginning, I used to read palms and I used to predict future. It's okay when something good is going to happen. Everybody is happy and it's good. But when something bad is going to happen, it really feels bad. That how we can avoid that it's going to happen, right? So that's why I just read a lot of books. I read scientific theories, and there's that how we can avoid something that is going to happen, right? So in my book, I gave the complete concept that how we can actually, how this world is governed by these algorithms, how these world are governed by these physical laws, and how we can make use of these algorithms to favor ourselves and to, achieve success and abundance in life or whatever we want to achieve in life, right? So I will, before I give you the concept, I will quote Shakespeare here. Shakespeare in his play once said, like in his play As You Like It, he said that the world is a stage, and every one of us come into the world, play our part, and exit. So it is like he's absolutely right that the script of the entire world, the entire thing is already written, right? So whatever it is, like a play that is happening, each one of us are given a role, a destiny, and we come into this world, we play our part. So, but how we can change our destiny is like we can choose. It is our free will that we can choose our role. We can either be a hero, we can either be just a sidekick, we can either be a loser or whatever. It is what we decide. However, like some of us, like when we come into this world, we have been given this destiny. We have been assigned a certain role. We have been assigned something. We have been given some capabilities in order to, survive in this world. And that is our task, to make use of it, to make use of our resources, make use of our capabilities, and use it in a way that we can choose our destiny. If you look at all the neurosciences, quantum physics, all of this actually points toward the fact that everything is actually predestined. To me, it was quite suffocating and unpleasant fact, because I don't like to follow something which has been given to me. I want to choose myself whatever I want to, right? So if you've read this book from the what is the name? It's Brian Greene. It's the ultimate word. It's in his recent book. I forgot the name of the book, but in his book, it said that everything in the universe is governed by the physical laws, and if you just see that everything is destined, it's like, even for example, everything is just a response to the physical laws. And even if you look around, like sun and moon has been there rotating, orbiting, in the same way for millions of years. You see, sun comes up every day, not a single second delay or early, right? So that means they are governed by the algorithm, right? Even if you put some seed, a bamboo seed in the soil, you will always get the bamboo tree. Yeah, you wouldn't get the apple tree from the bamboo seed, right? So these are just, you can just predict, right? Because when you sow the seed of the bamboo, you know that there will be a bamboo tree. You can never get the apple tree from it. So these are the things that directs that, everything is predestined. Like, that sun will come at the same time tomorrow there wouldn't be a delay. Similarly, even if you look at the neurosciences, it says that, whatever the decision our mind takes, it takes few seconds before it comes to our consciousness, right? So that means the decision that we wanted to take is already been decided, right? So that was, say, the predestined. So that's what it says. And what exactly, as I shared the example of the Shakespeare play, that the script has been written. It's just that we need to choose the characters that is already defined by the divine self, or by the God, that it is there. We need to choose whether we want to play the role of anything, uh, if we want to be a hero in the play, or if you want to be the sidekick or whatever, right? So how we can choose it, and why does it matter? First of all, though, it's okay if you don't want to choose a destiny. You just, if you're given a good life, then you can follow it. But sometimes, like, I don't want to. That's what the main thing, that I didn't want to actually choose what has been given to me. So just think of it that, it's like a train tracks. If you are on the same track, you will always have the same events and occurrence, and like whatever, like the people you want to meet, it's the same destiny you would follow. You can never change the destiny what is given. But if you want to change the destiny, there are ways. And how you can change this is, first of all, you need to realize that because in this physical realm, everything is governed by the physical law. And we, of course, are humans, are the exception because we are governed by our soul. So the one thing that is not operating in this physical realm is our soul, right? So you need to realize that you are not just the physical, because unless you're just seeing this in this 3D world, that okay, then it will always be governed by the physical law. But when you see yourself as a soul, which is working, which is governed, which has more power, so then you would be able to exert more power to bend those physical laws and work as per. And how you can do this? Through your thoughts, because that is the only thing that you have in control. You cannot change any event that's going to happen, because that's already, you see that we have a lot of examples that from the scientific studies, as I mentioned, that Brian Greene said in the book, that everything is governed by the physical law. That means that it is going to happen the same way. If you exert the same pressure, if you do the same things, you will always have the same result. So you cannot change the event. But what you can change is, you can change your role, only your role. Like if you want to be, for example, if you're born in a very less abundant, fortunate, let's say, environment, but you want the abundance just like the Elon Musk, yes, you can do it, but you need to change the tracks of the destiny. You need to, as I mentioned, that like when we are born into this world, we've been given this destiny. It's just like the train track. One train track, we are there, we are going to be the same destiny track. But if you want to change the destiny, that means we need to change the track. You cannot have abundance on the same track, because the destiny is going to lead you to that, let's say, miserable situation. It's going to be there. So what you can do is, you just need to change the track. You first, as I told you, that you need to realize that you are more than physical self. You are soul. And how soul operates, it's through your thoughts process. Because you see that in our entire, like, as a human being, the one thing that has the power to create change is thoughts, because thoughts is like energies. It is created by the synaptic reaction of the brains in the neuron, and that's pure energy. And as you see that in every, like, you just read a lot of different studies, and you see a lot of books, and you see that our soul is also energy. So our soul has a direct link with our thoughts, and that is where you need to regain your power. So if, for example, if you want to change the destiny, what would you do? You use your thoughts. And how you do this? The first thing is, you need to know what is your purpose in life. What is your goal? What do you want out of life? You can actually go on and on in the life, and you follow the same destiny, unless you don't know what you want, right? But first of all, you need to know what you want and what is your purpose of life, right? Once you do that, and you will see that this is something that, for you just realize you thought about it that okay, this is my purpose, this is what I want to do. It could be anything. It could be happiness, it could be peace, it could be like achieving $1 million or whatever. So once you decide that, that thought, you think about it, attach your emotions to this, because soul speaks and the universe speak. Universe has the language of vibration and frequencies. And how you do that? Through, again, through creating thoughts, which creates frequencies and vibration. And that is how you send the signal to the universe that this is exactly what what you want, right? So if you just look, if you study it from the quantum physics perspective, and I'll just tell you that from the neuroscience perspective, that thoughts do not only have the power of changing the internal physiology, like, neuroplasticity. I'm sure that a lot of people might be aware of the neuroplasticity is something that when we start thinking about, let's say, positive thoughts, the internal physiology of our brain starts to change, right? So like a brain internally, and even like our physical, physically we start to change, but just by thinking. So if we keep on thinking about the positive thoughts, like you said, that you are amazing, you can achieve something. So that is what is giving you change internally, physiology. And a lot of people have done it, like Dr. Joe Dispenza and many other scientists have proven this point, that they have changed their physiology. They have healed from, let's say, from terminal illnesses just because of their thoughts. And that's called neuroplasticity. Quantum physics also says that these thoughts do not only have the power to change the internal physiology, but also have the power to change the surrounding, to change the environment also. And how do this? Because when you have that, when you start thinking repeatedly, that means, and then you attach your emotions to it, it creates a frequency, it creates a vibration in the universe, and that sends a signal, and that creates an entanglement. People might be knowing that, how the quantum entanglement happens. Like those two particles are just get entangled, and like whatever, like if one particle changes, the other particle also changes. So, it creates entanglement. So that's how, like, you send a signal, like you said, that I want abundance in life. I want, let's say, $10 million in life. And that's what exactly you are just sending this thing. And this thing, these thoughts, or this goal, this purpose is now attached, it's entangled, right? And then that purpose will actually gravitate you towards itself. You keep on sending this a message that I want this. You keep on, by how you're doing, by visualizing, by believing that you can do it. So you are changing your internal physiology, you are changing the surrounding. You will see, I've seen thousands of people that when they realize their purpose, when they know that what they want to do, miracles start to happen in their life. The people from like across the globe or from miraculously appear in their life, and they take you to your goal. So that happens. If that is how I would say you take charge, you become, you achieve the power to create miracles in life, right? So that's how you start doing this, and you keep on doing it. There's like, if you keep visualizing this, because visualization is again a very important technique. You need to see it yourself that you are achieving it. And again, here I want to point out that when I said that miracles happen, there could also be misfortunes, because the algorithms it works that way, because if you want to change your destiny, they need to prepare you also, right? So you need to kind of trust the plan. You need to have that faith that whatever you're sending the signal towards, and you have that belief that you're going to achieve it no matter what. That means that it's going to happen. So whatever happens, you need to learn from this. I'll give you the example of, I don't know how many people know here, Dr. Joe Dispenza, whose body got actually paralyzed, and doctor have lost hope about it, that he's not gonna heal. But then now he not only healed through it, now he's been teaching the same method to million of people, that how we can do that. So it's just a matter that what you want in life, you need to send a signal, you need to believe in it 100% that it's going to happen, and then follow that whatever is going to happen. Sometimes you may encounter a miracle, sometimes you may encounter misfortune, but you need to trust the plan. As for example, if you, for example, you decide, let's say that I want to make $10 million next year, right? And then you start applying for the job. You may be getting a lot of rejection, and you'd say, oh my God, why I'm not getting a good job? Because the thing is that you can never earn $10 million while you will be in the job. That means that universe wants you to do something else to get this, right? Universe is giving you some experiences to go maybe start your business or something like that. So then you start thinking, so whatever happens, you need to know that whatever happens always have certain meaning to it, right? If there is a reason to it, and when you realize that this is happening, why it is happening, then you are able to be in the control. Then you don't start complaining that, oh my God, I'm the, let's say, unluckiest person and it's not going to happen. Because again, as I said, that you send the signal to the universe through thought. Whatever you think, universe will grant you, right? A lot of people always think that, oh my God, I'm not achieving what I want, or I'm failing this and something. So like if they have that negative self-talk, that means these are the negative signals they are sending to the universe, and universe is actually what it's doing is giving them back what they've been sending the signal to. And then they were just saying, oh my God, I'm unlucky, I can't do anything. Is this because if you keep on complaining, if you keep on saying the same thing that it's not gonna happen, then it will definitely not gonna happen. You need to be in the positive state again, and then you need to resonate at the frequency where actually the universe listens to it. And by keep on thinking, by attaching the power of like the emotions, of creating the frequency that actually attract those events in your life that help you achieve your goal. So this is just in brief, I would say, that the concept that how we can take charge of destiny, and we can be on the track. I'm happy to answer all your question. If you want me to carry on, I can go on, because I think it said that 20 to 30 minutes for the session. Or if you want the questions right now, that's okay.
Thank you, madam. If you need more time, you can continue, madam.
Okay.
We are here.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So since I have more time, so I'll just give you a little bit more information about that, how we can do this. So as I mentioned that, the entire concept of destiny as a train track, right? And I also give you mention in the beginning that everything is kind of already scripted, it's written. So if you look back, the Big Bang was supposed to happen. Again, the way the world is moving, it is going to happen. The events are going to happen, but we can choose to do it. And my first question when I asked that, why does it even matter, right? That we want to choose our destiny. Let's carry on if we don't want to choose the destiny. The thing is that why it matters is that once we have our purpose, once we know that what we want in life, we are able to be more in control of our destiny, right? We know that where are we going and where will we end up. But in case we don't know anything, right? If we don't and then do some like mediocre life or something like this. These are just the, where you don't attach your burning passion to it. That means it's just like you're following the destiny. You are on the autopilot mode, right? So if you are on the autopilot mode, what is happening? You are going on the destiny. Let's say even if you have the very good destiny, like given by the divine source, that you are on the good track. But if someone wants to achieve that destiny that you've been given, then what will happen? That person is going to push you out of your destiny and achieve the destiny. And that's how it happens. So what I'm saying is that this is the train track. You're going in this, and it's perfectly fine. You're doing it. But how long would you be staying on that track? You don't know, because someone else can come and take your track. Because I'm saying that everything in this world is kind of predestined. And it's not only me that's saying. You see a lot of evidences from quantum physics, from physics, physical laws, like you read all those books, neurosciences, everything, every science leads to the fact that everything is kind of predestined. So what you can do is you can only choose those tracks which are already there. So you need to hop on from one track to another, to another, to another, right? So if you know what is your destination, you will keep hopping, and you will keep progressing, and then you will keep moving towards your destination. But if you don't know, then okay, you might have a good, but you may be pushed around. You may stumble on, let's say, some very good destiny again. You may hit the jackpot, but someone else could come, and then that person may hit you, and then you may fall to another bad luck or something. So it will be just a random series of the event, right? You wouldn't know sometimes, like, you may witness a miracle, sometimes you may witness a misfortune. And again, if you don't learn from this, then the chances are that you're going into let's say a pitfall. So the main reason that you really why you want to be in charge of this, because you would be more in control. You know that you would be going in the right direction, or what you want in life at the end. And you see, like, a lot of people who have witnessed setbacks, challenges, but they have survived. Why? Because they know their purpose. They knew their goals, long-term goals, and they could go that way. So thank you so much, Dr. Harendra, for your kind words. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And
thank you so much, ma'am, for the wonderful presentation. On the topic you have made now, how to take charge of your destiny. You have made very clear the concept of destiny. Now I request all dear participants for your queries. If you have, please come ahead, dear participants.
Good evening, Ambreen ma'am, and good evening, my dear participant. Thank you, Honorable Principal Dr. M. Bedkar sir, Prashant Ugade sir, and Dr. Prakash Karad sir, and all organizing committee members. Thank you so much, ma'am. Your presentation is very nice. Your lecture is informative. This topic is good. This is and I have some question about that presentation. First question is, how can I achieve my destiny?
Yeah.
Second question is, what is your destiny in life?
Okay. Yeah, that's a very good question. And basically, what is, I would say that, as I mentioned, that we have, whatever we have in control is our thoughts, right? Thoughts is the pure energy which can create changes in this life. You can change your destiny by realizing your purpose, your long-term goal. What do you want in life? Sit down and and think that, okay, this you want to achieve, let's say in next 5 years, 10 years, or whatever. And it has to be very, it's not something that, just something told you to do that. Sit with yourself, find out what's your passion. Because, we need to send a signal to the universe with a very forceful, vibration, that actually, because it's not easy to change destiny. You have been given certain path by the divine source, and the only way to have this with your thoughts only, with the thoughts, with the powerful thoughts, which comes with the, which creates certain frequency that changes your events in life, right? For example, like I'll give you my example. Like when I was very young, um, my dad actually lost the job when I was in college or something. We faced so much severe financial crisis, and at that point in time, I thought that I cannot go on, because this is something that this life cannot, I cannot achieve my goals. But then I had big dreams in life, that I wanted to have abundance in life. I wanted to, like, now, even now, I have achieved so much success in my life, just because at that point in time, I had decided that I will write a book. I wanted to know, I had that goal in my mind, that I will be there in that position within, let's say, 10 years or 20 years. I gave myself a target of 20 years. So I knew myself that. And even if you look at all these famous personalities, that what was the name of that person who actually wrote the check of the $10 million, that Dumb and Dumber. What was the name of that person? Who's the hero of the Dumb and Dumber, Hollywood actor? I just forget the name. So that person, when he started his career, he was just an ordinary person, but he said that within 10 years he will achieve $10 million. And what he did was, he not only have this goal and just written it down and that's it. He constantly thinking about it. He constantly visualizing, sending the message every day to the universe, that I want to achieve that. And you don't sit, that you have this goal and this, you're just sending in the meditation. No, it's not. You also start working in this, because when you keep seeing yourself achieving it, it also sparks. Oh yeah, Jim Carrey. Thank you, Aarti. So yeah, so you also have that motivation, that I want to be like that. I want to achieve that thing. So you realize your purpose. You have that goal. Write it down. Visualize. Send the signal constantly to the universe with your frequency, with your vibrations, that you want this, and then you will see how the miracles happen. I have interviewed hundreds and thousands of people, I would say. All of them said that whenever they decide to do something, they will see, like, out of nowhere, people come in their life and just take them to where they want to be. It is like constantly. And like Jim Carrey also, like it said that when those 10 years, when he was selected in the Dumb and Dumber, and when he received the check, it was 10 million. So, whatever the goal you have, write it down, see it clearly, believe in yourself. Don't create doubts. One thing, like a lot of people also ask me that they visualize something and it doesn't work. Because if you don't believe in self, if you send the message that, oh my God, it's not going to happen, then it's not going to happen. You have to have 100% belief that yes, it's happening. I want it. You just become, you've seen the child usually asking, like, the parents, that I want that toy. I want that toy. That means even if parents tell them, no, they will not get the toy or they will not get the candy, they remain persistent. They keep on asking, I want it. And then at the end, what happens? They actually get what they want. You have to have that kind of passion. You keep asking. You may face setbacks. You will face failures. But as I said, that everything happens for a reason, because universe is there to prepare you, right, to achieve that goal. So I hope I answered the question.
You are Your explanation is wonderful and excellent. This session is very nice. I congratulate chief organizer and resource person. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Dr. M. Bedkar, sir. Prashant ji, sir.
Thank you, sir. I think you understood very well. Ma'am have explained it.
Yeah.
Now I request that Dr. Swandi Shukla, sir, for your queries. Please.
Hello, good evening, Dr. Bedkar, sir, Principal, sir. Good evening, Prashant, sir. And I think good afternoon for you, ma'am, over there at Saudi. So,
Yeah.
good afternoon.
Good.
I remember one of the sentence, while listening you, the ex-president of our country, APJ Abdul Kalam, he said, we should see the dreams not while sleeping, but when we are awake. So I think that is a theme of your speech, what I feel today. And it's really wonderfully, very well placed in front of us. Yeah, destination is one thing, the journey is one thing. For any destination, we have to go with the journey, some journey, and I think that journey is very important rather than destination is the end point what we want to achieve. But we should not get diverted during the journey, and I think that is how we can focus on one particular point and we can reach over there. So in a psychology, we are having a terminology, what is called as a self-actualization. So, we should visualize, we should imagine, we should think what kind of resources I'm having, what kind of timeline I'm having, and then how I should achieve. Because many people see the dreams, but they don't follow it. They just see the dreams. Or many people feel that I should be like him, but they don't follow him what the other person has done, what kind of efforts and what kind of pain and what kind of what we can say strength, energy he has placed in that particular thing. So I think that this is very, very correct what you have said, correct, very important thing you have said. I think, the ambition is the strength of our destination. We should have that passion or we should have that ambition to achieve that destination or goal or target or object. So what you feel about this, that ambition should be there. It should, it is what I feel, it is like a fuel which will really raise us towards the destination. What do you think about this? Thank you very much. Otherwise, your presentation was excellent and very well explained, and we could get all terminologies, everything, very clearly. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And yes, I agree with you that ambition is the main thing that fuels that passion, that fuels your energy. One thing that I really like your point that you pointed out here, that you need to have big dreams. And I tell you that as kids, everyone has big dreams. If you just ask even that the small kid, they want to be pilot, they want to be astronaut, they want to do something big in life. But what happens over the course of time, that people start doubting them. They raise the doubts in their minds that, okay, they can't do it. And then what the people do it, that, they start believing that, oh my God, I think this is something that's not for me. This is something that I can't do it. And they make others a reality. They have that ambition. And I completely 100% agree that ambition, the burning desire to follow your dream should be there. I tell you that when I decided 20 years ago that I want to write a book, what happens? Because at that point in time, I didn't have people around me who were very supportive. They said, and that I'm basically from Pakistan. So what happens was that, people used to say that, okay, you are a female. Do you think that you want to write a book? What a bad kind of a dream you have. What a bad goal. They don't have any, prospect in the future. There is no point of following that. And they said that, as a girl, as a woman from the subcontinent, the main goal is to actually raise family and kids. So people used to tell me that, you need to focus on raising the family instead of, writing a book. But then the thing is that I listened to them, okay, but I didn't make their point my reality, because they couldn't do it. That doesn't mean that I can't do it. This is my dream. This is my passion. So I just went through it. So I kept working on it. And that's the reason why I gave myself 20 years, because I said, okay, when people actually want me to get married and have kids and have career, that's why I decided, okay, so I will have my career first, I will have my family, I will have kids, and then I will work on my book. And that's why I worked on all of this for 20 years to come up with the idea and to write a book in 20 years. So I would say, don't make others your reality, that they cannot. Even like, I know I've seen a lot of people who have the passion to paint and to do art, and they just snub them. There is no career for this. I would say, okay, if you are stuck, let's say a lot of accountant, I would say, come to me and say that, they want to follow the career they have this desire to art and paint and something. So I just say, okay, you can do side by side. You can have gradual shift, but don't let your inner passion die, because that is what makes you stand out. And that is what you will always get more, attention, and you will get more things if you follow your passion. So that is one thing that I would just recommend, that everyone has that ambition. Just follow your dream, follow your ambition, and you will stand out no matter what.
Yeah, thank you. You will become you are an example for thousands of female women, where you'll find some orthodoxy still, the thinking is there. And I very much agree with you that the peer pressure, forget about the others, but the peer pressure is so much on us, and we don't want to disagree with them, and that is why we follow them, rather than following our own dream. So I think you have followed your own dream, and then you are giving a lecture that it has a great meaning. Thank you very much. Otherwise, the people are there to critique you, and every moment and every time, even a good thing or even a bad thing, they give critics, and I consider critics as a boost for further journey. Thank you very much, ma'am. Wonderful presentation you have given today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sham Suresh sir would like to ask something. Please come, sir.
Respected Dr. Bedkar sir, respected Prashant sir, all respected teachers, good evening all of you, good evening ma'am. My question is, everybody want to success in life, but sometimes failure comes. How to overcome on failureness? Some people blame on their destiny. So my question is, how to overcome all this?
Yeah, very good question. I would say, you would say like 90% of the people, like what has happened is they blame the destiny. And that's exactly why I chose this particular topic, that, it's easy to blame destiny, that, okay, I was not given this chance. Yes, of course, not everyone has been given a fortunate destiny where they find abundance and everything. But if you recall that, I said that when we opt for certain goals, or when we have big dreams, you will either face miracles or you'll also face misfortunes. Failures are just part of success. That's what they are there to prepare you to meet with big wins in life, right? If you decide, for example, if one person has a very kind of misfortunate or destiny, right? They don't have many success in their destiny, and they've been facing the failures. Now, the thing is, if you're following your destiny on an autopilot mode, you cannot be in charge. You may feel failure, and you will, again, if you keep thinking that, oh my God, I failed, and you start having a negative thoughts, and then again, what message you are sending to the universe, that is what matters, right? If you're just saying, oh my God, I am a failure, I cannot do this. If you keep thinking about it, you said, you get one rejection, and you said, oh my God, I got rejected because I'm not worthy of it. what like message you are sending to the universe. What is you think? No matter what, you're just saying, oh my God, give me, you said that I want let's say success in life and this, but if you deep down thinking of the same thing, that means that you are sending. Because I often say that, the universe does not listen to your word. The universe is all about vibration and frequencies, right? Because everyone speak different language. Universe doesn't speak like thousands of language. Universe speak only one language, that is frequency and vibration. And this frequency and vibration is created by your thoughts and, most importantly, your emotion. What do you think about yourself? What do you think of yourself? You start thinking that, you change your perception about yourself. You start your day by having gratitude. Start counting blessing in the life. So you come in that kind of a state where your mind creates certain vibration. You feel good, and write it down. Because when you see your blessing, you're thinking about it. Okay, I have kids in life, I'm alive, and this, it's okay. But when you write it down, you see it yourself, your mind gets a better message. And then you start become in the state of positive mindset. You start the day by having these, let's say, write down 3 things that you are blessed with, right? And you see yourself that, okay, these are the things that I'm really blessed for, that makes you happy. Once you start, you even do this, I would just recommend you, all of you, to do at least this experiment. One day you get up in the morning and start writing down the blessings, and you start seeing all the positive things, and you see that what effect it will have on your mood and on your thing. And the other day you start criticizing everything, negative everything, and then you see how things will happen. You will be in the bad mood, things will go wrong. And so, I mean, that's how you come into the frequencies, and you start matching the frequency of the universe. So if you want to achieve success in life, first of all, you need to believe in yourself, right? You have, first of all, believe in yourself, have the purpose in life, what you want in life, and then send the message to the universe in a right way. Don't just say, oh my God. I mean, you can ask. It's sending the universe in the message means you can pray to God also, right? It's just every one of us have certain faith. And that's exactly when it happens. That's how you can create miracle. Like, you pray to God that, please, I want this in life. And you believe that you are worthy of it. Most of the time, people kill their dreams. I just answered the other person here that, people kill their dream because they think that they are not worthy of it, because they think they can't achieve that goal. Why? Because society said so. They said, like, if a person want to be an astronaut, and they said, oh my God, you are not even good at maths. How can you do that? And then they said, oh yes, I'm not good at maths and I cannot do this. And then it start praying, and you deep down believing, oh my God, I'm not good at this. What message you are sending to the universe? The vibration, the frequency you creating through your belief and emotion is negative, but you're just sending the words. Universe does not listen to your word. Universe speak only one language, that is frequency and vibration, and that remains all. You have to be in your mental state. And if you even go study different things, especially through gamma state of consciousness, is the most desirable state, when your brain waves create certain frequency, when you achieve all those, problem solving and something. It's all the mental state. What is your mental state? What is your consciousness level? So in short, I would say, start believing in yourself that you are worthy of it. And when you encounter any failure or setback, you find out that there is a reason. And that means universe wants you to learn from it so you can grow further. Don't repeat the same mistake. Learn from it and then move on.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Unfortunately, the people connect their successfulness with the examination only. If they failed in examination, they think that they completely failed in the life. But in my own country, in India, there are many examples. They failed in the examination, and they got the Bharat Ratna, the biggest civilian award in India. I think there are many persons who were illiterate, but Ustad Bismillah Khan, he was a good Shahinai player, and many more. They got the biggest civilian award like Bharat Ratna in India, but the people thinks that only we failed in the examination. That is the end of our life.
Yes, yes.
Thank you
That's
so
the
much, ma'am.
dilemma. That's the dilemma, because you don't have, because unfortunately society wants us to behave in only one. I mean, they have one rule of success. You know, you have the good degree, you may be working in the bank or something. So that's the only way. And you have the good car, you have the good like home or house or something like this, only then you're successful. No, it's not. I would tell you that the success is actually, everyone has a different definition of success. It doesn't mean that if you are, let's say, having a good job at bank or at some, you know, or a CEO of a company, that means you're the successful person. No, not at all. If you have mental peace, then you will be able to achieve success. That's where they actually say, no, you have to work hard at the cost of yourself. Never, I would say, never compromise on your health, your mental health, for the success. Because if you are not healthy, you will never be able to achieve anything in life.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
One more question, may I ask?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Many times students or maybe people working hard work, everything, but they don't success. You say success means not car, other things, but in day to day, sufficient things also important for it. Second thing, there is sociological, economical, population, other things also hidden. He she try the best, but he don't get it. Because sometimes he try many times. But after Corona, there are number of people also uncertainly, they don't think what to do. So that time, what to? Sometimes some people do 99%, but sometimes luck factor is very important sometimes, because everybody say you are lucky, but you are not lucky. That see fellow also lucky. It is a very dangerous for people.
Yes, absolutely. Very good question again. And have this. Sure. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that's what I was saying, that what happens is that people facing rejection and failures again and again and again. What to do? This is where you need to have a self-reflection, and you need to see that the path you have chosen, is it the right one or not? One thing is very important, that if you have a purpose in life, or if you have the goal, don't change that goal, right? But you need to change your path, right? For example, if you keep on trying to get a job, right? Let's say you're trying hard and not getting a job. You have tried so many things. You have, let's say, paid a lot to the resume makers. You have get some like the coaching from this and whatnot. You have tried everything, and yet you are not succeeding. What to do? That means that this path is not the one, this destiny track is not the one leading you to your goal. That means it's time to switch the destiny. You need to hop on, you need to switch the lane, and then you need to see what exactly you need to do. For example, if job is not happening, then what else you can do? Try to, the thing is, most of the people think in only in the limited box. Okay, these are the options, and the box is created by the society, And that's what exactly I said, that people like society has given you the definition that, okay, if you are the accountant, if you are working in the bank, if you are working in the multinational company, only then you are successful. You need to think about it. And as you said, like somebody said that there was someone who's very successful and who's got the award and who's like just playing Shanai, right? So you need to come and see that what is your passion, what is your heart telling you, right? Like maybe if you are, let's say you have been forced to go into the field of accountant or field of finance where you don't like it, you will not be standing out from that field, because this is not your passion. You need to look back that what exactly, if you have the goal of, let's say, earning $1 million, and if you are in the field, that means you may not be the right person. That destiny would never lead you to your goal. So that means you need to reevaluate everything. That's how you can do it.
It's okay, madam. But what about Maslow's study? Maslow theories say that the basic need is very important. Bread butter is very important. But he fight for bread and butter. That's the question.
Yeah, no, that's I completely agree that we need to pay the bills. It's not only that, you go for this and you need to get this. So first of all, of course, we need to have that kind of, but the thing is when we actually have that, when we are able to satisfy this need, then we can go on. It's not, and a lot of people come to me and say that I am having a very good career. Mostly it comes from the finance. I'm sorry, like if people are there. So what they say that there's too much pressure and they don't want to follow. Even I would say that I was having a very good job, and at the corporate level, I was there as a marketing manager, consumer marketing manager at Unilever. And but again, the corporate life was something that it did not fascinate me. It gives me kind of suffocated me. It was like I was having everything, yet I was not very much satisfied. So I just thought that I need to move on. I need something else, although it was going against all the societal norm. But again, I would agree that first you need to have that Maslow's thing, that basic needs are important. You can't think of something, an empty stomach. So you need to have this, yet there is no stopping you to reflecting on your passion when you are contemplating on, when you're trying to evaluate that what is the next best move, right? It's good to have support that satisfy your need. But then when you want to move forward, you need to always have to sit back and reflect on yourself that what exactly do you want? You want to follow in this thing. And it may seem, I would say, even when I was taking choosing my subject for the masters, like psychology, and everybody stopped me. They said, no, there is no scope for psychology in this. And 24 years before, when people were saying, no, you should not take it, and this is bad or something, yet I followed my passion. And when you actually follow your passion, you are bound to stand out. I must say, you see, everywhere, you don't need a degree for that. That passion, shines through. So first, I would say, yes, need to follow this to satisfy the basic need, but it's always good to reflect on yourself that what do you want in life? I hope I answered the question.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Okay, no problem. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I request dear participants, if you have any more questions, please, we'll discuss with the contact number will be given in the chat box, because now there are 3 minutes more. The next lecture is there. Next session is going to start. So I will break here only.
Sure.
So thank you so much, Dr. Kendre sir, Dr. Swami Shukla sir, Shyam Suresh sir, and Prashant Pagare sir for your nice queries. I think ma'am have kept one book behind the chair.
Yeah.
The title was The Algorithm of Life.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole answer you will get. You will always find what you are searching for. Now, this is the answer we have understood from your lecture, ma'am. So thank you so much. Now I request the chief organizer of the session. Honorable Dr. M. Ambedkar, sir, please conclude the session, please.
Okay, thank you so much for. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Sure, sure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you very much.